What's good, YouTube? SlimTv here to put in a good word or two. Today I wanted to talk about the phrase take heart. Have you guys ever wondered what the phrase take heart means? I do, and I didn't look it up, so I thought about my own definition. Here it is. The reason that people use the phrase take heart is because your heart doesn't stop. If you get shot in the leg, your heart is still beating. If you get stabbed, your heart is still beating. If you almost drown, your heart is still beating. When you're afraid, your heart doesn't stop beating, it speeds up. So I'm saying all this to say that in the face of fear, don't stop. Man, a lot of us are used to freezing up in the face of fear. Whatever makes us afraid, we freeze or we run. Now, don't get me wrong, in certain circumstances, you need to run. You know what I'm saying? If someone is chasing you with a gun, you better run. I'm not telling y'all to go out here and be stupid. Don't come out here and take my lessons and be reckless. But when you're faced with everyday challenges that you need and you know that you need to overcome, you freeze. And the saying take heart, it's really telling you to look inside of yourself. I mean, your whole body as a whole really doesn't stop. You know, if any of the things that I listed beforehand happens. But, your heart is one of your most important, organs in your body. So it's like the perfect example. Everything that you need is within you. And I said this a couple videos back, man. People are like, well, when you get afraid, pretend that everyone else is in underwear, or pretend that everyone has a potato head. How dumb is that? Bruh, when you get afraid, think of how what your heart does. It doesn't stop. Just like in what was that, Nemo, when Dory says just keep swimming. You got to keep moving, guys. I'm so tired of seeing people, on the internet. Well, how do I get over my fear to approach girls? Just don't stop. When you see a female that you find attractive, just go up to her. I mean, honestly, guys, that's a whole different video, but it's just conversation. So maybe you need to get over your fear of conversation. And the way you get over your fear of conversation is to simply go and talk to people. Don't stop. Man, like my story, man, when I was in high school, man, or even before high school, I was afraid of a lot of things. I was afraid to talk to people. I was afraid to do my best. That's one thing. I was afraid to do my best because I was afraid that if I went out there and did my best, that everything would be on my shoulders. People would actually rely on me. People would expect me to make something of myself. So I basically, in shorter words, I was afraid of success. I was afraid to put myself on social media because I was afraid of what other people would think of, maybe the pictures I would post. I was afraid. I mean, honestly, man, I was afraid to do a lot of things. And, as I got older, I just started saying, man, forget this. Yeah, I'm afraid, but I'm gonna still go do it anyway. Because if I don't, I'm gonna be in this little shell for the rest of my life. If I don't, I'm gonna be the same person I have been since middle school on up for the rest of my life. Man, when you were a kid, you weren't afraid of anything. You weren't afraid of failing. Because every time you literally fell when you were trying to walk, you got your ass right back up. Man, when I was a kid, I used to be the type to like jump off of high stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would climb like the highest thing and then jump off of it just to prove that I could do it. And it's crazy how, as time went on, I went from the kid that wasn't afraid to jump off of the heights to the kid that was afraid to go talk to a female, or even afraid to go talk to a teacher. Man, I remember one time in football, I think my pads didn't fit or something, yeah. And so I had to go back and talk to the coach. And I was like, hey, coach, my pads didn't fit, don't fit. And my voice just cracked. It cracked just like that. And coach was like, bro, why is your voice cracking? And I was like, I don't know, legs shaking underneath me. Like, man, that you have to push through the fear. And when you get afraid, you might even need to speed up, just like your heart. Speed up, push yourself through. Gain some force and velocity and push through. This also goes, with having tenacity. Man, there were so many times in school where I was about to fail a class, or not fail a class. I never failed. Well, there was a time I was about to fail, and instead of giving up, I actually used my brain. You know what I'm saying? I actually thought about each problem, and it took me the whole class period, but I ended up failing. And that's a really simple example. But I'm just so tired of people relying on other people's hearts. You're relying on your favorite YouTuber's heart to show you the way. Like he's Moses parting the Red Sea. He's showing you the way to get girls. But you're not relying on your own heart. You're not relying on your own tenacity, your own strength to push through. Alright, y'all, quick video today. Like, subscribe. Well, this wasn't quick. This is like 6 minutes. I'm keeping this in the video too. Hey, like, subscribe, share, comment. Love you guys. Peace.